Good morning, sunshine. As many of you know, I had to make a big decision on February the 2nd, 2015. 10 years have gone by, and I want to share some of the highlights with you. After choosing retirement, I was able to be with my Crabapple cronies again. I love keeping up with them on Facebook, too. I got to spend more time with my best friend, J Squared. This was us together chaperoning the 8th grade dance at Crabapple. From 1986 to 1994, I had the joy and pleasure of teaching these young people who were diverse, creative, and so much fun. In 1990, several of the boys wrote a screenplay about me, and I instantly became Indiana Cummings, a whip-wielding, kick-ass environmentalist science teacher who could solve any problem. The yearbook was dedicated to me that year, and I won all kinds of environmental awards. Grace was born when I was teaching at Crabapple. And nowadays, I keep up with all the young people who are having their own children. I am so glad I documented our time together. In 1994, we moved to Claremont, and I began teaching at North Hall Middle School instead of Gainesville High School. Mike Grayview was the principal who hired me, held his arms out, 6'8" wide, and said, "All yours." So there I was, developing Nature Trail with these fine young people. Not only were we able to learn about nature in its natural environment, we were also able to lead an Earth Day celebration for the entire school. During Grayview's administration, we were able to celebrate in social studies class and conduct all kinds of experiments in 6th grade science. In 1997, there were at least 8 of us teachers pregnant, and I had Grant in June. On March 20th, 1998, a devastating tornado tore through the North Hall community. My life changed after that, and I vowed to spend more time with my children. I went with Grace's first grade on a field trip to the zoo. We had a tornado party that many of my colleagues and their children attended. That's about the time that I decided that my camera was my best friend. And so I began carrying it with me everywhere and documenting everything. I taught with Sandra and Hope back then, and they were very flexible. And we loved to do all kinds of interdisciplinary activities, including the dig. Some of my favorite essays and artwork came from that activity. Under new administration, I was moved up to 7th grade when I began teaching the life science that I love in the Kingdom of Cummings. As a 7th grade teacher, I became the sponsor for a new club called SAVE, Students Against the Violation of the Environment. In 1999, I got a yearbook dedication at North Hall. Yay! I'm glad I saved and scanned some of the newspaper articles that were written about us and our activities at North Hall. It was a privilege to teach a few kids both in 6th grade and 7th grade. There's my Casey in the 6th grade classroom, and there he is with his critter hide and seek in my 7th grade classroom. And in the courtyard,